Now, we're going to have a presentation ceremony here now. If I've got this right, these are probably last night's trophies.
Yeah.
Then we have winners of this cup, which is the Johnny Johnson Trophy for the Young Player of the Year, and this one is a different version of the Young Player of the Year, and then there's a third trophy for which there's not a cup, and that I think is described as the most valued player. So either Donovan or Paul is going to lead on this, and in true fashion they're still deciding. Oh, well done. Okay, so if you'd like to call the boys forward, and what we're hoping is that Ian's going to take a few photos so we can get those on the website. I think there's an expression which I'll share with you. He's the camp photographer. Some camp photographer. I hope that's registered. Right, so then.
So the first trophy is the Johnny Johnson Trophy, which goes to Players Player of the Year. And for the parents that don't know, we've obviously asked all the boys to vote for their Player of the Year. It was fairly close in the end, as you would expect with a team that's done really well. There's been a number of boys that have done well over the course of the season. Are you taking that away now? Okay, it is Johnny Johnson. So, but the player that won in the end won by 3 clear votes. I think what was the final tally. Again, as well, we didn't have it last year. We had it the year before, which is quite surprising. It's the first year this year, and he's coming out of the blue really. And surprised a lot of people and been exceptional, really exceptional. Not only with the way he's played on match days, but his demeanour around the place, his character. He always got a smile on his face. Sometimes he's a bit of one of those. But it's really Nima Sanku.
Stand up and side. Thank you.
Okay, and then the next trophy goes to the manager's player of the year, and obviously Paul and I were in dialogue about this. We never like to give it to the same person, and particularly for the reasons I've just given a bit earlier. Because there were so many good candidates, it made sense to give it to someone else. That someone else could have been literally 5 or 6 different people. Honestly, it was. And when we had to decide, because obviously the trophies need to go in 3 or 4 weeks ago to get engraved and stuff, we were still indecisive. And if it had been made yesterday, we probably would have had a slightly different outcome. I don't know, but that's how close it was. Is what I'm getting at. But this lad. Played for us last year. He's a current second year. Has the most ability I think I've seen in a youth team player, or certainly up there with the very, very best. Has come on leaps and bounds this year, and it still has so much more to go. It's almost a pity that our journey, when I say our journey, myself and Paul and this particular player ends potentially here, because he's got so much more to give. And it's been a real pleasure for me to work with him this season. It's Jamie Arena. And then the last award goes to, well, this award was you came up with this award last year, didn't you? Yeah. MVP. Paul went all American on us and came up with the MVP. But essentially, it is what it says, the most valuable player, someone who's integral to the team, someone whose leadership abilities shone through and who really has a positive effect on his teammates over and above his ability on the pitch. This lad, I'm going to give it away now because I pretty much said the same thing in the change room last night. This lad came to us 2 years ago. I brought him to the club because I saw something there. Wow. And and he scored the equalising goal at Turf Moor as a first year, coming off the bench, header in the dying minutes to take it to extra time, and had quite a lot of involvement in the youth team, but he certainly wasn't a regular last year. That then led into this season where he's just gone beyond anything we could have expected. He's just been a leader. He's motivated those around him, and he's been an exceptional player for us, and that's Ben Marriott. Thank you.
So boys, obviously just one by one, obviously, so Des, you've handed back your medals obviously from last night, so everyone's brought their medals back and take it.
You have to look at me, Mr. Chairman. Beautiful. Yeah, that's good. No, biggest fan. Yeah, good. Wait a minute, you have Manel in the background. You don't want OJ. You don't want Manel in the background.
Let's give the medal back. Do it again.
Good. Look happy about it. Look happy about it. Do it again. Smart. Get closer. Oh, that's nice.
Is there still one?
No.
So here we are with tonight's 3 individual award winners. First question kicking off really. Great season. Your thoughts looking back over a remarkable 9 months?
Yeah, obviously it's been a slightly surreal experience with the boys. It's been a great season, really enjoyable. Just a great way to finish off the season, being champions of champions. Couldn't really be happier. Been a great season.
Next question really, sort of moving on, looking at what makes the team tick. When you have a look at how the team's set up and how you've played against various sides, the gap at the top of the table in the league, what do you think really has made the Mets stand out so much this season?
Well, I think it's our togetherness as a group. I mean, at the beginning of the season, we were set the goal of winning the league, and it seemed like quite a big task ahead of us. But I think people have come and gone, but we've kept the same spirit throughout. And we've had games this season where we've gone a goal down or 2 goals down, but our togetherness has been there, and our spirit's been there, and we just haven't given up really. Even last night, being 1-0 down, we came back from that again and we won. So I think that's the key.
And often, of course, where you've got a good team, you've also got good managers behind it. How would you describe the relationship between players and your two-man management team?
Yeah, at the start, it was more of just a strict, relationship where he tells us what to do and we do what he wants us to do. But as the season's gone on, it's just gone. We've had a lot more bants and and I guess the chemistry's just grown, to be honest. Yeah, sum up.
Lovely. Guys, thanks much for your time. Congratulations, it's been a fantastic season.
Thank you very much.
Thanks again.
Cheers.
So, Don, absolutely amazing season for the youth team throughout the year. In your opinion, what was the actual highlight of the season?
It's a good question because there were so many high points. I think probably probably 3. Definitely the performance at Portsmouth and playing on that stage, and I guess the journey that the boys have been on to get there. Second round of the FA Youth Cup, I think that was definitely one. I think the County Cup final against Woking, where we played exceptionally well and won 2-0, but potentially could have won even more. And then I would say the last one would be, there's a little turning point in our league campaign against Chipstead, where we went in at half-time 1-1, and that would be the third highlight for me, is that chat we had at half-time, and the group decided amongst themselves that this was a significant point, and we needed to go out in the second half and really win the game to push on our chances for the league. And we went out and won 4-1. So I think those 3 points really. But like I said, there's been many. I mean, this group has been exceptional throughout the season, and really proud of them. I can't say enough just how proud I am of them.
If you look at the gap that almost exists, certainly in league form, between the Met Youth and the other sides, what do you think has actually contributed to this massive advantage on the pitch?
Yeah, I mean, we did a similar interview earlier in the season about along this theme, and I think first and foremost, like we said then, the environment that was created, I think is a good one for boys of this age, and it encourages them to express themselves, at the same time being very professional in their approach. We have high expectations, and I think above and beyond that, I think just instilling a real kind of winning mentality, I think, and the boys have bought into all of that, and to be honest, once all those things have been accomplished, it kind of takes a life of its own, and that's what's happened in the second half of the season.
So one final question. Great team together at the moment. How's it looking for next season? What are the prospects of keeping a winning formula together?
Yeah, we lose probably 70% of the team because they are second years. We've still got a good few first years in the squad, and as most people know, certainly within the club, we've got a very good group of under-16s coming through at Met Police. So there'll be quite a few of them coming into the squad, and above and beyond that, we've got a few trial dates set where we'll be looking for a few more. But certainly at this point, we're looking a lot stronger than we were this time last season.
Don, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on the trip.
Thank you.
So I think obviously Donovan's covered most of the attitude.
Might need to do a retake on that one, sorry.
I think we'll keep the camera running actually.
So Donovan's covered most of the attitude side of things. I mean, basically what we ask the boys to do is go out and stamp their authority on a game. Try and create an environment where they're happy to receive the ball in all areas. Create an identity that we're a passing football side, and manage the game in that way. Manage the game by keeping the ball, working space, working angles, being patient, and generally just creating an environment for them to go and express themselves on the game. If they do that and they can do that consistently, then you'll certainly enjoy the game far more, which I think obviously is really important still at the junior age. You want to obviously come in and you want to win games, but we want the boys to enjoy it and we want them to feel like they're taking their game forward and that they're improving as an individual. If they do that, then obviously certainly we'll get a lot more out of them, and then that should help the club grow to at a senior level, which is obviously the aspirations hopefully of all the boys. So yeah, they've been fantastic this season, and we wish them all the very best in the future.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Congratulations
Good
again.
skills. Cheers.